Alright guys, I'm going to talk to you really quickly about recovery and why it's so important. Most people kind of neglect that part of their training, and I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you. You need to always start off with 8 hours of sleep each night. Don't try to cut through it with 5 hours, because it's not going to work, because you're only going to keep getting sick, and you're not going to be able to have the energy to get through the workday and then your training also. And you don't want to lose your job, and you don't want to lose gains. The second thing is nutrition. That's the important part of anybody's lives, and you need to make it a top priority of yours, because most likely you've got lazy on that aspect of it, and it's whatever's quick and easy for you when you get off work, and that can't always be the case. You need to take a little bit of time out. You need to at least try to eat healthier and cleaner than you are now. And I think it's one of the biggest falls of everybody is just the quick things in the vending machine, and that's not going to help you at all. Alright, something you might want to Google is carb backloading, which is where you take the minimum carbs throughout the day, and then after your workout, then you backload on your carbs. I actually recommend just eating cleaner. It's a lifestyle, not a diet, because you don't want gimmicks to keep fluctuating throughout your life and not work, and you just keep wasting money. So I want you to think about that. And then there's a difference between proteins. There's a slow digestive protein called casein, which takes a lot longer to digest. It's a great thing to take right before you go to bed. That way it slowly breaks down each hour, and that's what your body kind of breaks down, instead of the proteins and muscles and fat that you already have. And if you're trying to lose weight, then that's not really a good thing to be using. It won't hurt you. I'm just saying, like, you want to burn off the calories that you walk around with, and that's only going to burn off the casein. Okay, and then right after your workouts, you have a 30 to 45 minute window. You want to try to get a quick, fast digestive protein, which is a great way of doing that is a protein shake, and grab like a banana. Okay, and make the protein shake just, so many grams of protein just to get it into your body so you can start the recovery process. Don't make it a huge, thick protein shake that's super hard to swallow, and get a little banana. That way when you get home, you can have a real whole foods meal, which is really where you want to get your proteins from, and your carbs. Okay, so think about trying to plan out that a lot better instead of just trying to, when you get home, rifling through the cabinets and figuring out something. Okay, and if you don't know what branched-chain amino acids are, then that's why you're not making gains. You need to make sure that you are consuming as many amino acid filled foods as you can. And yeah, you can try to even buy supplements that are specific for that, but they are very, very important. Another thing great for recovery, which is what I really look forward to, is on Wednesdays what I do is I do a core conditioning workout, where the first half hour I do a little bit of cardio and I do a little bit of abs. And I start out with cardio, that way my heart rate's nicing up, start sweating, I'm already burning calories as I'm doing my core workout. Then I finish off with some more cardio. And I'm not talking about easy cardio. Most of it is like, if I'm only doing it for 10 minutes, it's the worst 10 minutes of my life. And then I go to the swimming pool and I start doing some laps. But I do my laps underwater, so it kind of builds up my lung capacity, which really helps during lifting because you're not so out of shape between sets. And it really helps in MMA because you'll be stuck in situations where you're not going to be able to breathe normal. And so you need to make sure your lung capacity is, as optimal as you can get it. And then right after that, what I do is I sit in a hot tub. I'll sit in the hot tub about 15 minutes. And normally when I get out, I start to lose a little bit of feeling in the legs and stuff, so that's why I kind of sit down and dry. But that way it really kind of helps relax your muscles, and so they're not so tensed up, so that way they can kind of stretch out a little bit better and actually help them recover. Okay, and if that doesn't work, the second thing I really look forward to is massage. A lot of times right after deadlifts and squats, I noticed I usually get my lower back kind of worked on. And that's one great thing about coming home and having someone to be able to give you a massage. You really kind of appreciate it. And that really helps keep you more capable of training throughout the week, so that way you don't take off a day because your back's real tight and sore. So I know not everybody is as fortunate as I am to be able to do that. But you can also pay for it. That gets a little pricey. So hopefully, you have a good support system at home, and they understand that, you're kicking some butt, and you do get a little beat up on the battlefield. And if you just seem like you're having a really hard time throughout the week, it is important for rest days. Like, you need to make sure that you're not running 7-day-a-week training programs. I know some people do 3 to 4 days a week, and yeah, that could be good. Like, I do 5, but I just do it Monday through Friday, and I have it all figured out to where I should be recovered by the next workout for this muscle group and all that. And on the weekends, it's more of my rest and play type of situation, and that was really working for me. And some people start to plateau and realize that, man, just this really high intensity training is just kicking my butt. I don't know how much more I can take of it. Well, that's why deload weeks come into play. You get to where you're pushing very high loads, and then you take a deload week off, and you kind of almost start over with the intensities, and you actually gain more strength from actually resting because you allow your muscles to grow and you give them a break. So think about that. If you're really running ragged and you're having a hard time keeping up, a deload week might just be your answer. All right, and don't look into so much supplement usage, because that's what they are, is a supplement. You really need to be getting most of it from whole foods, and don't worry about juices because it's mostly just sugar anyways, which is not going to help you. So don't get a huge membership at GNC or something and think that that's what's going to make your gains. Do your research before you buy anything. Read the labels, read the ingredients, see what's even put in there before you start buying it, because most of it's gimmicks. Like, the stuff that you want to buy usually is in some big bottle that has huge amounts of writing on it and says, this is amazing stuff, not for wimps. That stuff's gimmicks. So don't worry about that. But try to plan out what you're actually doing, and you'll get a lot more done that way. All right? Thanks a lot.